On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Bravo! 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hold the love, hold, middle. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the 24, Allen, it's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Mike spoke both. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Zoo. 44.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, 95 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the 36, Allen complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 39. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Get him, you got it. Hey, wahoo!
Allen. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 7, Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The offense was in a tough spot, and opportunistic defense takes advantage, get the turnover, they get the touchdown too.
I know this is going to sound strange, but oftentimes defenses call for this type of a play in this situation. Offense is pinned back near their own goal line. They tell them, be aggressive, go for the football, create a score. That's exactly what they did.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I got motion. Pass 85. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, Ebron caught left side. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
53. Here we go, G.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Foxtrot. 51 the mic, boy, 51.
Allen from the gun on third down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Now Brown. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike 51. Hey, tight.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Let's go. Go, Mike. Middle. Hey, smooth. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on her. Hey, Haywood. 51's the mic. Regular.
Allen going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry right now. Mike 51. Hey, home. Hey, Orville. 51, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Hey, exit. Mike 51. Bandit. Go, Mike 51. Monday. Hey. High 7.
And again, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3.
No. 61. Matchbox lights. Under 10. Alert.
Allen to throw once more. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the slip. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mike's Fofo. Blue dance.
On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Number 53, Mike 53. All day. Protein spill. Any day. Slam, slam, slam. Patrick. Pass. 3 to Mike. 53. Go.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
180. Check the out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's got it. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. On second down, it's Honey, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Check. Crouch. Crouch. Alert. Alert. Alert.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 27, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here in the next play. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Team 6.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
53's a must. 53. Check 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mark 52. Mark 53. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 50, check 50.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta.
On third down, here's Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
King. Give me that ball.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
65.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Middle. Hey, echo.
Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Quick dash. Come. Check. Lucky.
You draw Corpus.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Caught by Jones. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Well, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All day, dog.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Set. 20.
49 for Mike.
Set.
On 1st down, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes,